Okay, we're up to the point where we're going to give it a whirl on this 6-cycle engine. Got all the pieces all back together, modified. I put a lighter spring. I wound a spring and put a spring on the intake that needed to be a lot less tension there, or than compression than the one that was on there. I think I'm going to screw it to a board though. I got it sitting here still on the surface plate, but I think I'm going to get a board here. I've got a board laying over here. I'm going to put a board underneath it and put some screws in it. Board here. Screws. Just going to take an old board. Old plank, just give it a little more oomph or more volume to. And I think what I'll do is I'll just put some sheetrock screws. Seeing this? Yeah, kinda. Anyway, I'm going to put some sheetrock screws in there and hold it, or decking screws actually. And we'll bolt her right down to the board here. The board's nothing spectacular. It's been laying outside. You can tell it's all wet from the rain. So, can we get in there with that? I think. I got everything put together, so if I can get, I got an old gas tank here that from one of my other old models that I'll use temporarily. There we go. Not going to move around now. So I have an old gas tank here. I need to get some line. I need to get some fuel line though for it. Cut off a piece over here. Just cut a short piece off. Let's get that on there. Let's see. I think I'm going to put it over here on this side. Could have been a little shorter hose, I guess. I got some fuel mixed up. I got some fuel that has a little bit of oil in it. Now I need my ignition box. So let's see. Set that down here. One goes to the spark plug. Oh, I need to tighten that spark plug up. Pliers here, quick, little snug that up. And on. One of these will go to, this one goes to the motor itself. Let's see, where can I hook it on here? Looking for a good spot. I'll hook it right. I don't know if that's such a good idea, but I'm going to hook it right there. Put this one on the points. Okay. So the only thing left is put some fuel in. Some fuel on the bottom here. We'll give her a that should be enough to try. Now I'm going to take my little starter hub and put it in the grill here. Oop. Okay. Crank this open. about a 1.5 turn. Turn this on. Any spark? Oh. It almost sounds like it's firing too late. So let me see. And you can hear that knock. That's so. That's the power stroke. Just compression here. And it should fire right about there somewhere. I think it's firing just a little too soon. So I need to loosen these 3 screws up and just give it just a little bit of a. I'm just guessing. I mean, it's kind of sounded like. It's got 3 screws here that are on the cam disc that hold it in place. This one feels like it's stripped out. It is stripped. Huh. Well, 2 will hold it. So should go right there. Should be just opening. Yeah, see, and it's opened way too soon. The points are open way too soon. Okay, I turned that a little bit. Actually, it's got 3 screws in it. 1, 2 would have actually held it, so it's got 1 that's stripped. Alright, let's try it again. Turn the ignition box on. It wants to. Well, not sure. Unless I have my exhaust, unless I have the valve timing on. Let me see here. Alright. This should be exhaust right here. Just exhaust. Actually, the exhaust is starting, and means it's got 2 exhaust strokes. Let's check the intake here. Okay, so there. That should be all intake. I think that's right. I want to get myself. I'm going to go round up a drill that's a little bit higher RPM. This here little Black & Decker is, I think I got one that's got a little more RPM. I'll be back. Okay, I got a higher speed drill here now. And give her another go and see what happens. Oh! That sounds promising. I don't know whether to go a little more with the gas or a little less. Because it was firing. Less, huh? It wants to. It really wants to. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's the needle is messing up now. I took the governor, disconnected it, so in case you're wondering. I can't find a happy medium with that needle. It's either too much or too little. I'm just turning it at just a few degrees each time. Hey, not running wide open, but it's running. It's gonna stop your air bubble. Well, maybe not. That's running way faster than it should. I'm not meant to run that fast. Alright, I'm going to leave that set, and I'm going to put the governor back on here. Let's see if I can't get it to hit and miss the way it's supposed to. But that's promising for the first run. I don't know, I got some rubber bands around, I don't have a spring on the governor, I just have some rubber bands around, so I'm not sure at what RPM it will run at. Hopefully it'll run. All I did was flip the lever on the backside, so now it's engaged again. Yeah, I'm going to need a heavier spring than that, or heavier rubber band than that. I'm going to disengage it again, just to see if it wasn't a fluke. What's going on here? Oh, it might be out of gas now. Out of gas. So, almost sounds like it's firing a little too late. So I'm going to try to advance. I'm going to advance the spark a little bit too here, if I can. I should mark it out first, so that I can come back to where it was in case it's not right, in case I'm wrong. I'm going to just put a scratch marking here. There we go. And if I remember right, so now it's firing right. Compression. Right. There. See, it should be firing on the way in. It's actually firing on the way out. So I'm just going to turn it like about maybe 5 degrees. We'll turn it about 5 degrees. Now, I've got any more gas in this little, a little bit left in here. My little squirt bottle. I don't want to mess with the needle. I think I got that pretty close. Okay, try it one more time here. We'll be ready to turn it off. Ah, come on, grill. The grill's acting up on me now. What's going on with this stupid thing? I need to take it apart and put brushes in the way it looks. Well, let's see if we can start it with the low speed. On the lower speed. With a slower drill, just to see. Get the gas up there. Yeah, that doesn't want to do it. So you're too slow. Once this motor is run a while and the ring seat in and everything, it'll get a lot better at starting at a slower RPM. But my grill is, I think the brushes are kaput. That's usually a sign of the brush is not seating anymore. I haven't used this drill in ages. No? Ain't the cord. I don't know if I should mess with that timing or not. Yeah, see, I turned that screw so slightly and it's still pooped out on me. Boy. This screw, if I open it just like maybe 5 degrees, seems like it's too much. I wonder if it's the wrong needle, if they got the wrong needle in there for the hole, and I'm gonna have to, I think I'm gonna have to mess with that. Yeah, see, it's running too rich now. And there it ran out of gas. I turned it about, if you want to believe it or not, 1 degree. Boy, he's really touchy. Seat the needle and turn it back about 3 to 4 degrees and it'll run. I think that needle is wrong. I'm going to compare it to mine. It's too blunt. See, now it's getting warmed up and should be thin, should be leaned out a little. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the needle off of the other motor. See if they're both the same. Well, actually, I'm going to take that needle out of there and compare it to mine. I turned it around, but I didn't compare. Oh, it ain't even a needle. That's why. It's looks like a piece of metal that they just ground a tip on it. Well, it doesn't allow for any adjustment. I don't know if you can see the needles or not. This is the needle that was in there. I'm trying to remember if I have an extra. But yeah, this is not going to work. That's why it's acting the way it is. So, let me look in my little kit. My little small engine kit here. Let's see what I have for needles. Seems to me, yes I do. I do have some extras. Take this one. It's a sewing needle. They got that, it's got like a taper and then it's down to a point, and they work really good for the needle, and they're not blunt like this one is. So I'm going to go ahead and unsolder that and put a sewing needle in it, and then I'll come back and we'll, oh crap, I leaked out all my gas. Oh well, I thought I could smell it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and unsolder that and solder the needle in, clean up my mess, my gas here, and then we'll come back. Okay, I resoldered the needle. Actually, I tried to put the needle in that out of my little kit, and a sewing needle, and that didn't work. So I went ahead and took the needle that was originally in there, took it out, and decreased the angle. I went and pulled the angle down so that there's an adjustment on it, and I got the governor attached now, and I think I got it set, so I'm going to give it a try here. I got the needle set to about where I thought it should be. Ah, yes! It's either hitting and missing. Oh, went the wrong way with the needle. I'm just playing with the needle now. Oop. Okay. Messing with the governor. I'm getting closer. Well, actually, it's getting and missing right there. The governor's coming out and just barely catching it. The governor is barely moving, but it's working. Putting a little silicone oil on the slide, but it's running It's working! I wonder if I could turn it around without it. I got a rubber spring and a rubber band around it. I don't know if you can see the governor over here. Just pivot, pivot, pivot. So, I need to build a permanent gas tank for them. I could put that one on there. Yours are a little loud, but they were a little tight. They'll eventually wear in. I'll put a little oil on them. But it's running. Cool. I think he's got a. Does have an exhaust little. It'll run better and better as it, like I say, as the rings start to seat. I think I'm running out of gas. Yep, ran out of gas, so. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that set where it's at. I should mark it. But anyway, it's a runner. So I'll have to get that gas tank made for him and then give him a call, or he'll see this, hopefully. And yeah, he built that quite a few years back too, back when he was in school, and it sounded like they never got him to run well. I can see why, because you know those needles would be really tough to get them to run with that sharp angle that they had on it. They had it like that. It should have been, you know, they had it too blunt. You know, all I did was I lessened it, you know, made it to a sharper point, and messed with the governor a little bit, and then plus I fixed those errors that they made, and it's running. So I don't know when I'm going to get to the second one, but I might just leave it on that board for him too. He can put it on the board or whatever he wants to do with it. You know, he might want to put it on a nice fancy board or something too. But anyway, I've been digging around with it. The sun's come out. It's pretty nice outside, so I'm going to call it quits, and we'll see if we can get this video uploaded and let him know that it's there, and take it from there. So thanks for watching. Thanks for following along. When I do the second one, I'll go through the whole thing again, and I'll video it again for number 2. And they're both identical. And like I say, the things that I fixed in this one, I can just go ahead and fix it on that one. Now, I know what I'm looking, or what I'm expecting it to be, because I think everything is identical. I think they did them in setups in the school, and they just made the parts all the same. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.